Hi, have you ever wondered about life? Why are we here? What's life about? Well, in my 30s, I started to ponder this question. Why was everyone else happy but not me? I had a smile on my face, but I had a heavy heart. And why did other people seemingly have life together, but I didn't? And then a friend invited me to start a journey, and I call this shoulder tapping, and that's where I got the answer. Now, the benefit to me was that I changed my life. I trusted this person and she became a mentor. And under her guidance, I was being led into another direction in life. And on examining my life until that point, I learned that I was a born leader. And at age 10, I had been a school prefect. But when I was asked again at age 15, I said no. And I refused because of the second reason. Because during those 5 years, I had experienced bullying from some girls at high school. And I had lost the courage to stand up for myself, and instead I was just melting into the background. You see, the principle I learned about life here was that instead of saying yes to me, I had started saying no to me. And that two-lettered word had made a huge difference, and that was causing me my unhappiness. And as I continued learning, I came across another phrase, and it says, the most important person in your life is you. Now, the benefit for me to learn that was that I finally realized I was not living that way. I was putting other people first. And I realized that if I wanted something different in my life, I had to find the courage to change. And I remember when I did, and I write about it in my new book because it was such an awesome feeling. It was feeling like 10-ton weight had been lifted off my shoulders. And I remember how happy I was, and I gained so much from that. Because now I had the freedom to rediscover the person that had got lost 18 years beforehand. And so an exciting time in my life started. I could choose my own thoughts, but I could act them out. And I could align to what felt good for me. And finally, I realized I was aligning mind, body, and soul. And I could stop walking around life like a three-legged stool that was out of alignment. So my journey in rediscovering my leadership abilities led me to become a single parent. I was my first attempts at entrepreneurship and business. And I was juggling life. I was finding answers, that earlier answer, what's life about? So life became hectic and interesting. I discovered the benefit of mind control because the side effects of bullying had left me with low self-esteem. And then when I'd rated myself, I was minus 20 out of 10. So I had a lot of improving to do. So during this point of my life, I've always had to change my negative thoughts to positive ones, which benefited me because I was always pushing myself out of my comfort zone to try something new and go on another new adventure. So my life was constantly changing, was overcoming challenges, and a new one would emerge as I decided I wanted to achieve or try something else. So another advantage was there was the beginning of another piece of the pie of life, because I've been working on mind and body, but not really my soul. And so my journey of spirituality began. So the haunting messages I refer to in my book were not just my thoughts, but when I purchased a haunted house, that was another learning curve that began, and it was followed by messages from the universal God that tested me once again, and I had to find the courage and confidence to go on another journey in life. So over my 25 years of personal development, I spent a huge amount of time learning. And at one of my earlier courses, I learned the be, do, have principle. And a light bulb went on in my head when I heard that because it made sense to me. So there's a famous quote, another one, that life is a journey, not a destination. And that also made huge sense as I continue learning and sharing and teaching. And one of my messages was to write my life story. And when that happened, I thought, I'm not famous. I haven't climbed the highest peak in the world. But what I realized, I've embraced the journey of life, and that is to climb to my own highest peak. And as I share and teach others to find courage and confidence to move forward, I help to make the world a better place. And another message was to start a self-esteem day. And in fact, every day is another day that you can start to build your self-esteem and believe more and more in yourself. And embrace the be, do, have principle so that you can make a difference in your own life and in the life of others. So my book and my story is about that, helping you to examine your life so that you can learn to believe in yourself and climb to your highest peak. But in saying that, you wouldn't believe this, but in October 2010, I collapsed and died. Now, luckily for me, my partner revived me, but it also had a profound effect on me. The benefit to me was I realized I really did have a second chance at life. And I needed to have the courage and the confidence to embark on this next part of my journey of sharing and caring with those that needed to learn from my experiences. And one of my mantras in life was, if they can do it, so can I. And I'd like you to embrace that, because if I can do it, so can you. And Nelson Mandela made famous these words written by Marianne Williamson, and they were, your playing small does not serve the world. And those words made me find the courage and confidence to work on becoming my best. And so I'd like you to learn from those and get a copy of my book, which is some of the techniques I've used, but also there's benefits to you as you work through the hindsight insights at the end of each chapter, because you learn about your own life, and your life is your own journey. And along with the book and all the courses and the freebies that we've got in the Attitude Achievers Club, there's lots of things that you can learn how to become your very best. So I'd like to invite you to join me, and I'll see you on the other side, because I welcome you to this journey of finding the courage and confidence to become your very, very best.